Hi. Some teachers have also asked me how they can give assessments on the Chromebooks from which the students can't break out or get assistance from opening other tabs or other resources on their Chromebook. And the way we do that is using Google Forms. There's some features that are available that are exclusive to a Chromebook that's managed by the school where you can do that kind of work. So here we have, I'm in Google Forms, and I'm going to simply just make a couple of silly questions. I'll just call it test of a test. Now that I've input all of the questions, I then slide over to the gears, which are the settings. And to make something a quiz, the most important part is you go to the tab that says quiz. And I'm going to make this a quiz. Additionally, and here's the key component, you turn on locked mode. That will prevent the students from doing anything else but taking the quiz once they open it. What I also recommend doing is changing this radio button to later, because you then have the ability to show when they get the right answers, when you want, not when they want. I then have to hit on save to save these new settings. Then I go back to the gears, and I can go to presentation, and this would allow me to shuffle the order so I can make sure that students sitting near each other don't necessarily have the same questions in the same order. And then I will save that. Now, what I need to do is assign the right answer to the question and how many points it's worth. So the color of the sky on a sunny day is typically, so I will say answer key, blue, done. And then over here, I hit answer key again, and I can say, oh, this is worth 5 points. Done. And then I'm going to go to here. The Grinch stole which holiday? Well, he stole Christmas. And I'm going to go to a 5-point question, and then done. And then, not surprisingly, I go to answer key, and it is William Livingston, and I'm going to say that's a 10-point question. Done. So now that I have all of my questions in order and the answers to those questions, I will now send it however it is I want it to send. I could send it in Google Classroom, I could send it as a straight email, however it is you want it to do it. So for this exercise, I'm simply going to send it to the students who will be taking the quiz. Now that the student has received the quiz, so go ahead and open it up, they'll get a notice saying that once they enter this test, they won't be able to get out or do anything else. So right now, you can see there are multiple tabs across the top, but when my student selects Take Quiz, the top does get closed down. Now, this particular student, the first question is, the high school was named after which person? But if we log in as the other student, they may not have the same questions in the same order. As we can see, when we scroll to the other student, the questions are not in the same order. So go ahead and take that quiz. Answer one wrong, please, just for kicks. So the student then gets notified that they've taken the assessment, and now the additional tabs are open. Now that one student has taken the assessment, and obviously we can see over the course of time which students have done well, so I have some insights into which questions were answered correctly, what the median and middle scores were. This question was missed most commonly, and I can see who took the assessment and who hasn't taken the assessment yet. So what I can do is, now that I have multiple students taking it, I could then release the scores to the students, and right now I only have one, so even if I say all respondents or just the one, it gets everybody. And over here on the right-hand side, I would then select Send Emails and Release. Now we're back on the student side, and the student is now getting his or her scores back. And there it is, 15 out of 20. Not too bad, Cody. Thanks. The student can then see the specific results of each question by clicking on View. And there are the answers, which are right and which are not